Dear students, today we will discuss about another stress physiological symptom, which is flooding, or you can say waterlogging stress. Flooding may be defined as any situation of excess water. When there is a situation where excessive water is present, or there is sudden inundation followed high rainfall events, also possesses severe physiological stresses on crop. In waterlogged soil, water gets filled in the pores of the soil which was previously occupied by air. Such oil suffers from the oxygen deficiency. As a result, plant is unable to survive in the absence of oxygen. So, what is waterlogging? As I have mentioned, that waterlogging is a situation where the soil pores within the roof zone of the crops are saturated in such an extent that normal circulation of air within the soil pore is totally cut off. As a result, plants suffer from deficiency of the oxygen and they cannot respire. Because of over-irrigation, that waterlogging situation could be because of over-irrigation, high water table, and the poor water management. As a result, when there is water deficiency, or there is waterlogging situation, or there is excessive water, then crops growth or yield is adversely affected. As you can see that cotton, the depth of the water table 1.5 to 1.8. In case of rice, there is 0.6 depth which is required. So, here you can see that this soil is under waterlogged situation, as you can see that water is overflowing on the agricultural area. What could be the possible causes of waterlogging? First cause is over-irrigation, as where there is canal system, or there is timings for the water, then their farmers are unaware that how much water is required for the crops, so they used to do it over irrigation. When over irrigation water is literally deliberately applied to the field, the excess water percolates deep into the ground and joins the water table. As a result, there is rise in the water table. Second possible reason could be the inadequate surface drainage. When the surface drainage is not adequate, the heavy precipitation in the area causes the flooding of the land. Third possible cause is seepage from the canal. When there is a huge or wide canal system, then there must be some kind of seepage from the beds or sides of the unlined canals. In addition to the groundwater reservoirs, there is a general rise in water table because of this canal seepage. Fourth possible reason is the obstruction of the natural drainage. If a natural drainage is obstructed by irrigation canals, roads, or rail embankments, then it will not be able to pass the rain water, thus results in the waterlogged situation. Fifth reason could be the obliteration of natural drainage. Sometimes the cultivation flowing up and obliterate the existing natural drainage. This results in stoppage of stormwater flow and consequently results in flooding and waterlogging of a particular area. Sometimes there are some construction of reservoirs that you may develop some kind of pools, some kind of ground reservoirs for storage of the water, which as a consequence or as a result there is rise in the water table, which ultimately lead to water logging. Some situations may nature of the soil also affects the waterlogging condition. For example, waterlogging depends on the nature of the soil. A soil having low permeability, such as block cotton soil, is prone to waterlogging due to over-irrigation or flooding. If there is improved permeability, then water might be seepage down or leached down, and they will not result in the waterlogged situation.